So Ty Harris is back today for the Indiana Fever, and I am genuinely concerned for her. Having been injured, I still think A plus signing, even if it doesn't work out, A plus signing based on the level of player in general that she is. But I'm being real here. Ty Harris returning spells one of two things. Either she's not going to get the reps that she realistically wants, or Raven Johnson's going to stop getting the reps that Raven Johnson has earned. Like I said initially, Raven Johnson's minutes are going to be in single digits. Raven Johnson has been overall the Fever's best player in preseason. Between both games, Raven Johnson has been the Fever's most impactful player. And I understand it's preseason. I don't care. Raven Johnson does all the little things. And then Ty Harris is a point guard who, by the way, is an elite player to have, a really good shooter, a really good defender, an elite player to have beside Caitlin Clark. And you're just like, there's now a problem. And this is the problem when you draft Raven Johnson. Which in hindsight looks like a pretty damn good move. But it is the problem when you draft Raven. It's like everybody Raven Johnson. Whoever was going to draft Raven Johnson was going to play her as the backup point guard. But the Indiana Fever had already signed one of the best backup point guards in the league in Ty Harris. Ty Harris is fantastic. I know a lot of people don't really know who she is, but I watched a lot of Connecticut Sun, and I'm going to be real here. I'm going to say this coming into this season. Nobody will watch more WNBA basketball that makes YouTube content than I will this season. I will try to watch every single game. Every single game other than ones that clash at the same time as other games. It's going to be mad. But Ty Harris is coming in for a few minutes, and for as good as she is, I'm like, unless you want Caitlin Clark's minutes to start with a 1, or unless you're planning on playing Raven on the wing, which I think you should. People are like, oh, Raven Johnson is not a wing, she's a point guard, man. Raven Johnson is a plug and play role player. That is what she is. You could play Raven Johnson a power forward if you wanted to. Who cares? Just play 4 out 1 in motion. Just play 4 out 1 in, pass and cut and pass and screen away. Fuck it. Play Raven Johnson at the 4. Have her guarding the 4. It mightn't work that well, but just go for it. In basketball, there's no, it's not 1960 anymore, and you don't win with a safe decision-making point guard. And the one thing I do like about Ty Harris, though, and I think we're going to see a little bit of it again, is that Ty Harris, I think, can play with Caitlin, even though she is a point guard, because what is the last place that she really played? And in fairness, I know she looked good enough in Dallas, playing beside Paige Bueckers, as a your turn, my turn point guard. Do you want to know who she played with when she was at her best? Alyssa Thomas, who is clearly, by every definition, a point guard. She dribbles the ball up the floor for the team 80% of the time. I don't care what position it says on a box score. Alyssa Thomas is a point guard. And Ty Harris played alongside her as the quote-unquote point guard over Veronica Burton. But that, as much as anything, could have just been Stephanie White's refusal to play young players, which is a problem for the Fever, let's be real. But yeah, so Ty Harris is back, and what I'm scared is that she's going to take a lot of Ravens minutes. I think she should take Walker Kimbrough's minutes. Walker Kimbrough, I get it. Walker Kimbrough has had some possessions where she's looked like Michael Jordan. I understand that 80% of Walker Kimbrough's baskets over the last 2 games have been ones, and she's been going dribble, pull up through contact. Shadori Walker Kimbrough averaged 1 point per game last year. She's been getting cooked on defense, absolutely cooked. I don't mind seeing Ty Harris as Kelsey Mitchell's backup. I really don't. I really don't mind seeing Ty. You can't really run a triple big with Ty or triple small with Ty Harris. If you're running 3 guards, Raven has to be on the floor. But I don't mind seeing Ty Harris I wouldn't mind seeing like Ty Harris coming in at the 1, coming into 2. I wouldn't mind seeing Ty Harris, Raven, and Caitlin on the floor together. If they want to go triple guards, you can run triple point guards. Like, if you're saying, oh, you need the ball in Caitlin's hands, but it's like, yeah, you've got 2 point guards who are able to defer to lead ball handlers. Like Caitlin Clark technically being at the 3, but still dominant, but still the ball being in her hands 80% of the time is fine. You're okay with that. And these are players that, unlike some guards, and that's a big problem with playing Caitlin off the ball, is that there's very few complementary guards in the WNBA, as in complementary league guards that can hover between 1, 2, hover between on and off the ball really effectively, and as role players that can hover on and off the ball. And Fever do have 2 of them. So I'm really excited to see how Ty Harris plays. I'm really, really excited. This was the signing I was most excited for during the season, because I'm like, okay, they found a backup point guard. And I mean this. Ty Harris is that good that Ty Harris is the reason why I was pissed at Raven Johnson drafting. It is Ty Harris. I literally said it, and people are like, oh, like about Raven Johnson. And I'm like, I was like, I don't dislike Raven Johnson as a basketball player. I'm like, just why? Just why? And honestly, the Ty Harris injury might have been the best thing to ever happen to Raven Johnson, because she started getting big preseason reps where she looked really, really good. Whereas if Ty Harris had missed those games, but also could be the worst thing for Ty Harris, because this is 1 year rental redemption year. She is an archetype, that undersized point guard that got underpaid, unless for some reason you're Erica Wheeler and Tisha Heidemann. Everyone else got underpaid, and that she's coming off an injury, so she had to take a bad contract. Her and Maisha Hines-Allen are basically there for 1 year to try to redeem their reputations, and then they're gonna fuck off somewhere else for more money. So yeah, that's my opinion on this. I think it's going to be a really interesting one to see what the Indiana Fever are going to do with Ty Harris, how she's going to play, where she's going to play, and all of that type of stuff. I do feel in general like the Indiana Fever are in a really good position this year, and hopefully we can see them go and win a title. I do think they're on the bubble of being contenders. I think they are 1 to 2. I think they have a contending starting 5. I think their bench is poor, and they are like, if Aaliyah's actually hurt, they're fucked. Like Aaliyah Boston, like I don't care at this point in time, with who the coach is, with the way this team is structured. The most important player on this team is Aaliyah Boston by a mile. Like the Indiana Fever are probably better off losing Caitlin and Kelsey Mitchell than losing Aaliyah Boston for a regular season game, and I'm being dead serious. But anyway, I'll see you guys.